So this is a straight up gear review, and it's also an example, as my wife says, there's nothing more dangerous than a man with a lot of time on their hand and a little bit of money. But I'd like to do a gear review of the Cold Steel 1917 Navy Hybrid Cutlass. Now, the roots of why I obtained one of these was actually, I'm a former United States naval officer, and when I was a midshipman in the basement of our Navy ROTC units, there was actually some actual 1917 Navy Cutlasses there, and they were pretty exciting to review. And the Marine Gunnery Sergeant would never let us touch it, though. Touch them because he said if we cut ourselves, it'd be too much paperwork. But I ordered this from Outfitters Country, and this is the box that it came in. It was very good shape when it showed up, and then within the box, it was in this box here, and the saber, or the Cutlass itself, was very well protected. There was this plastic sleeve on it, on the blade, and then this is what wrapped up the handle. It comes with a proof test certificate, and it's just an excellent blade. It has a coating of grease on it, I understand, and to protect it, and that can be taken off just from checking YouTube videos. Either hopper gun cleaner or a degreaser. Now here in a minute I'm going to use the hopper degreaser on it. But you can see it has a curved blade. I think it's called a whiplash point. The blade on it is really sharp. You can tell it's good quality steel. The handle is wood with black rivets. Now, the original 1917 Navy one, as I recollect, and then from pictures, these were more of a copper color. But this is a hybrid between a saber and the Cutlass. And also, this is certainly not the original sword guard. That was an enhancement that Cold Steel elected. And just looking at it, it was an excellent enhancement. It is a little heavy. When you first get it, it just really stresses you to hold it. But I've had it a few days, and I do some simple exercises with it, just holding it straight up, holding it to the side, holding it, and you count to 10 or 20, and in just a few days it feels very, very comfortable in your hand. But there's just no question, if you got a thrust on someone, they would be done. And if you got a slash, that would be pretty devastating too. And then I guess at real close quarters you could use this like brass knuckles, and that would be pretty devastating. As I understand it, the Navy Cutlass was designed with a shorter length, and it's easier to use because it was designed for like gunboats in China in the 1930s. That if you get out of a boarding party, you had to easily learn how to use the Cutlass, and then you're fighting in the confined spaces of a ship or on the deck of it. Also, there's a kind of an interesting movie called The Sand Pebbles from the 1960s with Steve McQueen, and there one of the naval officers, he's got the Cutlass and he's got his .45, and it's just absolutely heroic. So that's the blade itself. This is the saber that it comes with it. So let's just, I have not opened this up, as you can see, so let's open that up. And they just extremely well packed it. Evidently there's a little plastic portion here, and so you have I'll call it a saber guard down here that's made out of metal with a little ball thing here at the end. Good quality leather. It's black. This comes off. I assume that's where you would put it through your belt. Saber goes in there and you're ready to go. And this is excellently made. It's very well sewing, and the leather looks like excellent quality. So just a very nice saber. So I don't know if I'm going to clean the whole saber as part of the video, but let's get started a little bit. I like to use the gun hopper because my logic was that you use that on loose steel guns, so you would think that it wouldn't harm in any way the coating of the saber. It is on the grease is also on the handguard. Oh, it just comes right off. It's just like, it just melts it off. So just no problem to clean it up. Yeah, that looks nice. Let me get a paper towel here to dry it off with. Oh, it's just excellent finish, excellent finish. Very nice. Let's take it off the blade. Get another pouch, or patch for that. Try to do this safely and not like cut myself. Oh, it just comes right off. Very easy, very easy. That's all it took to clean off the one side. Certainly don't want to cut myself. As the Marine Gunnery Sergeant said, there'd be too much paperwork with that. Plus I'd have to line it to the line. And then gently, gently on the blade. There we go. Came off very easily. Oh, just brilliant. It actually looks in far better shape than the actual 1917 Cutlasses I saw. But remember, I would have saw those for the first time in 1971. So they were over 50 years old at that time. Oh, there is a little bit inside. Look at that. And I did order this through Amazon. And why did I get this? I'm not sure. I guess one of them is, the very first book that I read on my own was John Paul Jones, the father of the United States Navy. When I was about 9 years old. And that was the initial inspiration to become a naval officer. And it was very romantic to envision John Paul Jones fighting with the Cutlass, with the musket pistol and so on. So even though this is totally workable, I mean, I have no doubt that would go into a side of beef or slash through a rope, and as a blunt force instrument. With a hand grip, it would be impressive. So really, I just got this because it's so cool. And I'll just put it with my other American frontier weapons, the cold steel rifle hawk and the Bushman survival knife, and along with my Bowie knife, which is not from cold steel. But this is just an excellent example of another outstanding cold steel product. So the saber, the leather saber, which is extremely well made, is stiff and it's a close fit. So I did go off camera to get the saber in there. I want to be careful, make sure I didn't cut myself. This would be a little hard to explain in the emergency room. It'd be easy to explain, but then they'd have to laugh on me, to say nothing of the wife and friends. So once I got the blade degreased with the hopper gun cleaner, I found that it was kind of tough to get it into the saber. So, and I had intended to do this anyway. I used some Remington rim oil, gun oil, on a patch, and gave a liberal application to the blade. And then lightly coated the handguard inside and out. Covered any metal. And then I've actually done this about 3 times. So I'm sure that some of the oil is being left in the saber, but you can see how once you get it started, it easily glides in and out. And I think with just a little bit of working on that, working the leather, that it'll easily go in there once I use it as, if you put it on a belt and wanted to put it into the saber. So, great product. So anyway, just an excellent product. Why would you need one for preparedness? I can't imagine why. But the cool factor is way over the top. So even though I can't imagine it being for preparedness, be prepared.